Hello, all my beautiful energies out there. Thanks for stopping by. This is Synergized Tarot by Tammy, and these are your monthly readings for October 2017. But before I go and synergize with you all, I do want to send out lots of love and blessings to all of you who have been affected by all these disasters that have been happening out in the universe, out in the world here. It's really important for us to really connect now, to find ways to heal each other through love, compassion, and kindness, and to stay positive now at this time that we need to heal the earth. And it does look like through these eclipses that have happened, the earth, the universe, the divine's energy is really asking us to come together as one and to really help each other to figure out a way to make this world a better place. So I ask of you just to send positivity to all of us through prayers, through meditation, and to connect in a beautiful and positive way. Release the negative energy that has been around us, and to only connect with the divine's energy that is all about love. So I do hope to connect with you in the near future. I am so grateful for all of you who have supported my channel through all the positivity that you have sent through me and connected in such a beautiful way. I'm truly grateful for all of that. And I just ask of all of you to be able to send that out to the world too, and to always find a way to give blessings to the world and to the universe so that we can find a better way to connect and to clear out the energy that has been so negative around us in the universe, in the world. And I am truly grateful for all of you who have been here to support me. So until next time, with pure love through Synergy, Tammy.
Hello, all my lovely Libra energies out there. Thanks for stopping by. This is Synergized Tarot by Tammy, and this is your monthly reading for October 2017. And Libra, happy birthday. This is your month to really enjoy yourself. This is your birthday month, and you've got the sun in your first house, and it's all about, for you, triumph. And so, Libra, I decided to do your reading differently this month to include the planetary influences in connection to some of the planets, the big planets out there for you. And of course, you've got the sun connecting to your first house. It's all about you this month. And I do feel you're going to get through, especially at the beginning of October, maybe for the first couple weeks, about releasing, forgiving, and learning. There seems to be some type of transformation and change for you, for sure, Libra. And it's definitely because of the influences with the planetary alignments that are happening. We've got lots of shifts happening, going on. We've got Jupiter going into your second house of finances. And so I do feel there will be a big change in there, maybe a triumph over completing something or starting something that you've been wanting to do. You've had Jupiter in your first house for the last year to really get you on your pathway to figure out new changes and plans, forgiving and learning and healing and making changes that you're going to be happy about. So I do feel this month in October, you're going to start to plan things immediately. There is going to be triumph over adversity, lots of love coming through, but it is through forgiving and healing with this is in with Venus and the connection to love for you. And this is all about forgiving and learning. And you have Venus in Virgo until October 14th. So with Venus and Virgo, I feel that it's about you analyzing the situations that you're in as far as love, what you need to do. You may really start to get more grounded and feeling what you need as far as what is going to give you some type of security, some type of hope, some type of love that is going to help you move forward in the direction that you want to. So I do feel with Venus and Virgo that is about analyzing situation, forgiving and learning, healing. Virgo is all about healing. So I feel, and Venus is in your 12th house until October 14th. So that is really about forgiving and healing, with Venus being in your 12th house, of really listening to what your spirit guides and angels have to say to show that you are ready to complete a cycle, to start something new. So that is a triumph in itself, of knowing that you are completing something, ending a phase to start something new. And you should be really open to this new vibration and being very happy that things are going to start to shift and change for you for the better. But it is about tapping into that connection with the 12th house in Venus until October 14th, feeling those emotions, being by yourself, meditating, understanding, analyzing the situations that you're in. And if you're feeling the intuitive connection of knowing that there has to be some type of ending for you to change your vibration, with Venus being in Virgo, and then with Venus going into Libra on the 14th of October. Yes, the 14th of October, Venus goes into Libra, your sign. Then I do feel you're going to start to see some type of new beginning that's going to change for you. So I do feel the first 14 days is about going deep within, meditating, listening to your angels and guides, healing, forgiving, learning, ending the pain, changing this vibration to start something new for some of you Libras who need to go through that change. So yes, I do feel this is going to be a powerful month for you to know that you can release the pain, end situations that aren't right for you anymore, and to know that you're moving towards some type of new beginning through healing, through faith, through new freedom. So it's very powerful for you, Libra, to allow yourself to be in the 12th house for the first 12 days, with Venus being there, to really tap into that love vibration, to see what you need for your soul so that you can move forward to triumph. Because there seems to be a lot of love after you go through this healing at the beginning of the month, to when Venus goes into your sign, Libra, and Venus loves to be in Libra, and she's very comfortable there. So it really is like, and you have some beautiful cards of love. You've got the Lovers card and the Two of Cups card, but there does seem to be something that you have to release, some type of like ending of a cycle, triumph, changes that are happening for you, so that you can start this phase, this new beginning, which is going to be beautiful. So yes, so we'll go into the situation here with the moon's energy, and the moon's energy is all about healing and love and home and security. And you do have the moon's energy. You have the full moon in Aries. So you have the full moon in Aries in your 7th house of partnerships at the beginning of the month here. So I do feel in the full moon here with Aries, it's about you finding some type of balance in your relationships. So the focus seems to be about relationships this month for you, Libra, to balance out those relationships so that you can, when the new moon goes into your 1st house with Libra, then you're going to be able to make these changes that you're wanting. But with the full moon in Aries, it's about the challenges that you're facing, again, forgiving and learning, being honest with yourself. What are the desires that you need in the 7th house to connect to someone? It's your own willpower. And some of the, I have some notes here I wanted to share with you. Having Aries in your 7th house of partnerships here, having that in there, it's you needing a partner that is definitely full of action. You want someone who can keep up with you, and I do feel this is going to be important when you're analyzing your relationships, your partnerships, for the first 12 days, first 14 days of October. While Venus is still in your 12th house, it's about analyzing those desires. What do you need in a partnership to make it balance? Are you with someone who gives you that energy, that fulfillment, that desire that you want? So it may be a strong Aries that you're connecting to for a partnership, whether it's about releasing yourself from an Aries, a strong-willed person, or to open up to a new love connection who can keep up with you. You definitely want someone who is energetic, and you like, someone who is confident in themselves and knows how to communicate and be active like you are. So I do feel that's why in Aries energy, since you have Aries in your 7th house, it really is important for you to connect to someone who can keep up with your desires. And I do feel with the 5 of Swords, this is connected to your full moon energy here with Aries. It's about challenges that you're facing, and it's about whether or not you want to walk away from relationships, walk away from challenges. It's about you listening deeply into your intuition, because there is something that you're having to bear in your heart with this full moon. It's like in a partnership, it's really going to enlighten you to know what you need to do about partnerships. And I do feel for some of you Libras, it's about the challenges that you're facing karmically with someone. And it's about your willpower now to get through those challenges that you're facing. And so I do feel, like I said, the first 14 days, it's about your own willpower. It's about you analyzing your relationships, finding some type of balance and how to do that, listening to what your angels and guides are showing you. And as Venus moves into your first house in the middle of October, then you can start to really feel a lot more of this love coming through and wanting to find more balance. And with Venus being in Libra, like I said, Libra loves to be in Venus, and it's all about partnerships. Venus is all about good times and pleasure and the charm that you're going to have. You're very charming as it is, Libra, and it's really going to show that you're going to really show your charm, really get out there and show others what you have. And with Aries also connected to your 7th house of partnerships at the beginning, your willpower and desire to connect to someone that has the same type of fire that you do, and energy that you want. I do feel you're going to be able to connect to someone in that way. So yes, you have Venus going into, the moon's energy going into Libra on, the new moon is on October 19th. And that is going to be in the first house in Venus. And you do have the male's energy and the 7 of staves. So I feel this is about, with the 7 of staves, your own willpower. Again, what is it that you are desiring in someone? And it's about not giving up to find what you need for your soul. Some of you have to realize that you're going to have to be strong enough to release yourself from a relationship. And now that you've taken time for the first 14 days in October to analyze the situation, to understand what you need to process through the 12th house by being alone, by meditating, praying, asking for guidance, connecting to others who can give you that guidance. It's really going to help you challenge yourself to understand what you need to fight for. Is it to fight for love? Is it to release yourself from a love vibration? Whatever it is for you, know that the end result here at the beginning of the month, it's about you being triumphant over adversity, and knowing that through the cycle of changes that are happening in October, there will be a lot of love. There will be a lot of happiness, because your outcome is about some type of change and rebirth that's coming your way. So triumphant over adversity, it is showing that your outcome is about judgment. It is about rebirth, and you're going through a judgment time in October for some of you, to release yourself from relationships and forgive and heal, to start something new, to stand up for what you believe in, end the pain and sorrow, so that you can have some type of victory and success over love. I do feel this is very strong for you. More than anything, is a month of healing and love and changes in your vibration. With Venus in your first house, with the sun in your first house, the moon going into your first house, it's just really about you, and you are all about love and balance and cooperation. And I do feel this is what you're really wanting more than anything here, Libra, is to find that. And you are. I do feel you're going through a huge time of transformation and change. And you've got a lot of cords that are connected to death and transformation, the connection to the Scorpion energy. So I do feel it could be during the time of Scorpio that you're going to see that you are able to move through and change your vibration, transform, get through some really difficult feelings. Again, forgiving and learning. And that's why I feel it's going to be very important for a lot of you Libras that your angels are asking you to clear out. That's why I do feel Venus is going to be in your 12th house for the first 14 days, so that you can forgive and learn, that you can put the past behind you. You could be open up to this judgment and to see that there are going to be big changes that, if you want to make it, will be there for you. And so you do have Saturn in your 3rd house in Sagittarius. And so this is all about restrictions, being more mature, having to be more realistic about things that are happening in your 3rd house, communication, your ideas, business connections, those things, your skills. So I do feel there's a lot of things that you've learned with Saturn. Saturn's been in your house, in 3rd house for the last couple of years, I believe, and is going to be moving into Capricorn, which Saturn loves to be in Capricorn, at the end of this month, the end of this year. And again, another shift of change is happening for you, moving out of the 3rd house of Sagittarius into your 4th house of Capricorn. And that is, your 4th house is connected to home and stability. So as you make these changes in your feeling in love and being able to communicate more, being open to what is being shown to you, I do feel you're going to see how Sagittarius moves into your 4th house, a lot more stability, a lot more of what you need for your soul to have more security. So, but with Sagittarius, it may have been some restrictions and maybe receiving some type of new movement towards your highest ideals. It may be you having to go deep within to learn about your spiritual values, and communicating to your angels and guides, and communicating to others who have the same type of spiritual values. So I do feel that is what you have been going through, Libra. And through that learning, it could be that you have been really wanting to maybe move into maybe a foreign land, changing where you're at now to relocate, but you haven't figured out the way to do that yet. I do feel, Sagittarius is showing you, Sagittarius people are very confident in who they are and have high personal self-esteem because they've got so much wisdom from past lifetimes that, with you having that, you have lots of high ideas and requirements from others that you're connected to. And that's a good thing. It's about being more mature in who you're connecting to, having more deeper conversations with those that you want to. And so I do feel this is about you learning about wisdom, learning about how you communicate and connecting to others and being more mature and what you want to do to move forward in, whether it's going back to school, higher education, learning more about spirituality, figuring out a new place to live, moving into a new environment. But I do feel when you're a sign, when it goes into the 4th house with Capricorn, you're going to figure out where you're going to feel more stable, more at home in your energy, and being able to put things behind you because of the shift. So yes, I do feel this is an important connection with Saturn in your 3rd house, of knowing that you are going through a transformation right now, and things may feel a little bit more, you may have felt like you're, don't have a lot of control over what is happening with you, and communication things may have been very disruptive. But I do feel you should start to feel this move and shift of energy, and your own willpower to make it happen, as Sagittarius goes into Capricorn and Saturn connecting to your 4th house. It's going to give you a lot more stability and focus and grounding energy to figure out where you're going to feel more at home. So I feel some of you will be moving, some of you are changing home environments, healing, forgiving, so that you can have more stability. So that's a big change that's happening in your 3rd house. And we'll move over to Mars. You've got Mars. Mars is all about your drive, action to succeed. It is all about aggressiveness. It could be about arguments. Mars is the connection to war and, things like that. So, But you do have Mars in Virgo. And let me see, Mars is in Virgo until the 22nd, and then Mars goes into Libra. So you're going to have a lot more with Mars in Virgo. You know, you've got Mars in Virgo in the 12th house until the 22nd. So, you know, Mars, it doesn't feel so aggressive in Virgo. You know, again, I feel this is about, with Mars being in Virgo, about healing with the 12th house. Your focus, your energy, your drive in healing, analyzing what you need to do, things that are hidden, your faith, seeking oneness, and putting all that drive into that. So really trying to release the aggressiveness within you, but really trying to understand and analyze the situations around you so that you can heal. It's through your faith. It's not through power. It's not through pushing forward and being aggressive. With Mars being in Virgo, it's about analyzing, healing, understanding, and, you know, being more service to others, the details. So, and seeing what you must see. So this is going to be important for you. And then when Mars goes in Libra, it's about balance, because you took that time to focus all that energy in your 12th house, your drive to learn about who you are in the 12th house. So you've got a lot of spiritual growth and changes. And then you have temptation. This is the devil's energy and the home. So yes, do I feel some of you are shifting and changing, releasing yourself from relationships? That's why I feel there's a lot of transformation and ending. You know, when Capricorn goes into your 4th house with Saturn, it is about looking at your temptations. What is it that you have to free yourself from? And some of you need to free yourself from relationships. And as you are connecting to your 12th house with Virgo, you're learning how to release yourself in a way that is going to be healing, not in a way that you are going to have to feel so aggressive in how you handle your relationships. It's more about healing, analyzing, figuring out a plan, listening to your angels and guides, and having the faith that you can move forward. So yes, a lot of you Libras, it's just lots of changes in your vibration to heal, to change, to find more balance and love. And some of you are transforming and changing and leaving relationships and opening up to free yourself, so that you can have more balance when you have all these beautiful planetary connections moving into your sign, Libra. So I do feel at the beginning of October, it may feel you're out of balance, transforming and changing, but as the month goes, you're going to start to see all this love and balance coming your way. If you're ready to make these changes and you're open up to listening to the 12th house of your spiritual values and connecting more to your angels and guides. So then you got the connection to Jupiter, which is so exciting because we have Jupiter going into your 2nd house, moving from Libra in your 1st house to Scorpio in your 2nd house. And this happens on, let me see in my notes here. Jupiter moves into Scorpio on October 10th. And guess what happens when Jupiter moves into your 2nd house? It's about expansion. It's about, you know, waiting patiently for something. It's your beliefs. It's about learning and growing from your past karmic connections. And, you know, Jupiter is about grounding the blessings and faith that comes through it. And guess what? There seems to be a very strong love connection. And it could be through work. The 2nd house is your beliefs. It is about finding some type of security in love. So this may be a very strong connection. As Jupiter goes into your 2nd house, that you're going to find a very strong love connection, a soulmate. You've got a very strong connection to love, a partnership that through all these challenges of transformation, having to shed the old, because Mercury, you have Mercury also in Scorpio, and Mercury is in Libra right now till October 17th, and then moves into Scorpio. So, you know, until 17th, Mercury is in Libra, and then it goes into Scorpio. So again, analyzing at the beginning of the month the situations, how to balance out this energy of, has there been deceit? Has there been cheating? Has there been challenges? Has there been situations that you've had to face and look at and analyze and be truthful to yourself, so that you can shed the skin, so you can shed the old, so that you can transform and change and not look back? Yes, I do. I do feel this is going to be all about your spiritual values, not giving up and fighting for what you believe in, to transform, to not, give up on this transformation, to know that even though it may be uncomfortable, it could be very hard for you to get through this. You have to fight the snake. You have to, do what you have to do so that you can transform and change this energy. And I do feel that you are up for it, because underneath that snake, you've got the Two of Cups here and the Lover's card. So Mercury is about communication. And like I said, you've got Mercury in Libra for the first until October 17. So it's about, again, communication, balancing out. As Mercury goes into Scorpio, then it's about more about your deep intuition, connection to someone on a deep soul level. So I do feel through the challenges, through trying to balance out your relationships and fighting this snake and opening up to your spiritual connections and values, temptation. This could be a connection to some of you Libras, maybe in a secret love affair. And you're ready to release yourself from what has been holding you back to connect to the one you love. So yes, I do feel for some of you have been wanting to be with a true love vibration, a soul connection. It does look like some of you are releasing yourself, forgiving and learning, deciding to face the snake so that you can find true love. So yes, it does look like there's a strong love connection. There seems to be some type of judgment happening for you, Libra. Yes, some of you are asking to look at relationships. Some of you know that you are needing to leave a relationship so that you can move forward to love, to a true soulmate connection. And that's why I feel by the end of the month, you're going to make some strong decisions about starting some type of new environment, some type of change that's going to be a lot better than where you were before. So I do feel at the beginning of the month, it's about forgiving and learning, analyzing your relationships. And then by the end of the month, I do feel you're going to be triumphant. It looks like you are going to go through some type of change, a rebirth, transformation, ending relationships to shed the old so that you can find a deep soul connection that you've been waiting for, Libra. And you are all about love, Libra. And I do feel this is really why you're here in this lifetime, is to find that right balance, that right love connection that you can have. So just to close this up here, Libra, let's look at all your major arcana cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, you have 4 beautiful major arcana cards to know that through some type of, having to look at the temptations that are around you, look at what you need to do. Is it the time for you to leave a relationship because of some type of other temptation? Is it that you are ready to release the shackles that have holding you back because you haven't been able to find the desire in a relationship that you truly want? This is about you analyzing love, analyzing the situation now, and knowing that has all these planets go into the first house for you at the end of the month here, Libra. You can find a lot more satisfaction. You can feel triumphant over the changes that you are making. And yes, it is about judgment for you. It is about rebirth. It is about facing the truth, facing the snake and what is bearing in your heart, and standing up for yourself and fighting so that you can have some type of new love coming your way. This is about choices in love, choices in the direction you want to go in love. But it does look like you are completing a cycle and knowing that you can be triumphant from whatever you need to do now. It is about knowing that love is connected to you in some type of new environment for those who have been waiting for some type of soul connection. Yes, I do feel you are getting through the pain and suffering, forgiving and learning, ending something so that you can begin something. So it is about the challenges that you have to face right now, but I do feel you're up for the challenge. You're going to fight for what you want and go through this transformation so that you know that you're going to have the beautiful end result that you want. So Libra, I do feel this is going to be a beautiful month for you. It really is about finding that beautiful love connection, coming together with someone, but it does show that at the beginning of the month you have to go deep within in the 12th house, clear out that energy, figure out and analyze the relationships that you're in. What needs to go? What do you need to change? What needs to be, what is being brought to you through the 12th house, through your angels and guides, to show you some type of way to break free so you can have this beautiful love connection. The Two of Cups, the soulmate. So yes, Libra, don't give up on love. Change that vibration if you need to. Figure out what you need to do. Listen to the guidance. Meditate, pray, visualize so that you can see this new connection to love that's coming your way. So Libra, it was so great connecting with you. And until next time, with pure love through Synergy, Tammy.